Huh? No Gary names. Huh? Yeah. They gave me names before I knew their faces. Hold anger handed down through generations. Told me who to doubt, who never could be trusted. Like loyalty meant hating without questions. I heard the stories, felt the weight they carried. How one bad choice became a life inherited. But I was not there when the first line was crossed. And pride cannot return what revenge already cost. I keep respect for everything we live, but not every wound deserves another kid. I will not turn somebody else's pain into a reason I should carry on the same. The culture keeps the people breathing free, not bind the next man to a no defeat. I know my roots, I know what they endured. That does not mean I owe the past another war. No borrowed wars, no enemy assigned. I do not carry someone else's hate and call it mine. No borrowed wars, I know what I stand for. I keep the love, but I do not inherit. Yeah. Some people call it weakness when you question. Like peace can only come through submission. But anybody strong enough to lead should know the difference between pride and need. I will protect the ones who kept me close. Stand on my word when standing matters most. But loyalty does not require a lie or make another person guilty by design. I judge a man by what he brings to me. Not every rumor tied to his family. His hands are his choices wear his name. I will not blame his blood for someone else's shame. That does not erase the truth of what occurred or ask the wounded heart to lose his words. It only means the hurt can end with us without denying what it took to earn our trust. Keep the history, lose the change. Know the lesson, and the pain. I want the younger ones to know the code was meant to bring you back, not dig the hole. Her name should carry on, not a curse that makes each new beginning something worse. I will not teach them anger as a language or call a closed heart proof that they are dangerous. I want them wise enough to read a threat and free enough to live without a debt. The past deserves remembrance, not control. It shaped the mind, but it does not own the soul. The greatest tribute is not more regret. It is becoming what the lost ones never had. So let my name be known for where it stopped, the point where inherited hatred lost its grip. I kept the courage, loyalty, and heart, and left the needless conflict where it started. Borrowed wars, no enemy assigned. I do not carry someone else's hate and call it mine. No borrowed wars, I know what I stand for. I keep the love, but I do not inherit. Keep the woods, break the chain. Honor does not need another name in pain. No borrowed wars, the past can speak. It does not choose who I must be. I know where I come from. I decide what follows me. Real ones do more than stay. They speak before it's late. Like standing with your people, men are proving what they do. But love never warns you when you're headed for a fall. Ain't loyalty at all, it just watches from the wall. I've seen agreement wear a friendly face. Let a bad decision grow because the truth felt out of place. Everybody cheering when the pride is running high, then disappearing when the cost begins to rise. I do not need a circle train to tell me yes. I need the kind of people who can challenge my excess, who know the man beneath that anger in the name, and care enough to stop me when I'm feeding my own pain. Real love does not embarrass you for being wrong. It speaks before the damage has a chance to travel on. It stays beside the person, not the choice that pulls them down. That is how the truest kind of loyalty is found. Loyalty ain't blind, it can look you in the eyes tell you when you're wrong, and still be standing by your side. I don't need a yes, I need somebody real. Loyalty ain't blind. It got courage in the deal. It got courage in the deal. Yeah, a weak friend helps you hide from what you know. Calls every reckless move away and keeping to the code. A real one sees the danger and refuses to pretend, even if the honesty puts distance in the friendship. I had to learn correction was not disrespect. That pride will call it treason when the truth gets too direct. I used to guard my ego like it kept my spirit whole, while people who were honest got mistaken for control. Now I listen closer when the answer makes me tense. The words that hurt my pride may still be speaking in defense of everything I said I wanted to become. A man who keeps his values when the easy praise is gone. And if I see my brother moving farther from himself, I will not call it loyalty and quietly let him fail. I will speak with care, then leave the choice inside his hands. Respect means telling truth without pretending you command. If I love you, I won't help you lose yourself. If you love me, don't let pride decide. I know there is a line between advice and trying to rule, between the love and warning and believing you know all. So I will never use concern to make another small, or turn a private weakness into something for the crowd. The truth should leave a person with their dignity intact. No public demonstration, no performance, no attack. Just one honest conversation with the anger taken out. A chance to see the danger without drowning in the doubt. I want the ones around me strong enough to disagree, not mirrors of my habits or extensions of my needs. And I will give the same respect whenever I am called to face the part of me that does not want the truth at all. The bond is not in never having distance or a fight. It lives in choosing honesty and still remaining kind. The ones who truly love you do not follow you through fire. They stand before the flame and tell you to step back. Loyalty ain't blind. It can look you in the eye, tell you when you're wrong, and still be standing by your side. I don't need a yes, I need somebody real. Loyalty ain't blind. It got courage in the deal. Not a shadow in my back, not a voice that feeds my pride. Oh, give me truth before the fall, and respect after the rise. Loyalty ain't blind. It sees the whole of you. It loves you far too deeply to keep lying to you too. Real ones do more than stay. They speak before it's late. I can make another dollar. I can't make another year. I can make another dollar. I can't make another year. He won't always need my answers. He won't always want me near. Let the next move wait till morning. What matters most is standing here. I can make another dollar. I can't make another year. I told myself the long hours had a reason, that providing was the same as being present. I kept the future guarded, numbers steady, but missed the way his voices started changing. He showed me something small he learned alone. Watched my eyes to see if I would really look. I said give me a minute, like minutes keep they word. By the time I turned, the moment had already closed. He never asked for everything I earned, he asked for parts of me I kept postponing. One simple question cut beneath the noise: will you be there this time? I heard the cost inside his voice. I know what lack can teach a man to fear, so I worked like hunger waited just outside. I wanted him to never feel that pressure, then gave him absence in a different form. A child does not measure care and sacrifice, he measures who was there when life felt strange. He may forget each number that I reached, but not the times he reached and found me somewhere else. Providing means more than keeping danger out. It means being known by those you say you guard. The work should help us live a fuller life, not take the person that the work was meant to serve. I still believe in effort in the climb, I just refuse to let them take his childhood. There will always be another chance to earn. There will never another version of him now. I can make another dollar. I can't make another year. I can't make another year. He won't always need my answers. He won't always want me near. He won't always want me near. Let the next move wait till morning. Let the next move wait till morning. What matters most, what matters most is standing here. I can make another dollar. The work will ask again tomorrow. I can't make another year. Yeah, the work will ask again tomorrow. This age will not. Now I measure progress by a different sign. How quickly he can tell me when he hurts. How safe he feels to fail in front of me. And whether he still brings me what he learns. I wanna know the man he grows to be, not hear about him from the life I funded. I want my patience in the way he treats himself, my steadiness inside the way he loves. When he remembers me, let it be clear, I was not only while the bills were paid. I was the one who listened past the first reply, the one who made him feel his words had weight. I cannot fix each moment I postpone, but I can stop postponing what remains. Success means less when everybody close gets what you earned, but never get your days. I can make another dollar. I can't make another year. I can't make another year. He won't always need my answers. He won't always want me near. He won't always want me near. Let the next move wait till morning. Let the next move wait till morning. What matters what matters most is standing here. I can make another dollar. I still wanna build a future. I still wanna take us far, but I will not reach tomorrow as a stranger to his heart. Every goal can find another day. His childhood disappears. I can make another dollar. I can't make another year. The money can't wait. He is growing now. Yeah. Yeah. I do not have to become him again. I do not have to hate him either. I do not. Yeah. I look back now and judge him from a safer age, like I forgot the weight he carried every day. He trusted quick, stayed longer than he should, mistook being needed for being understood. He took each goodbye like a thought he had to mend, kept giving more to make somebody choose him again. He did not know when enough had already been said, or how to leave before a bond had lost respect. I used to speak about him like a man I had defeated, as if becoming wise meant denying that I needed him. But every reckless choice had something underneath. He was not chasing ruin, he was trying to belong. That boy was me before I learned the cost. He loved too hard and held too long. He made some wrong turns, trying not to feel alone. That boy was me, I will not shame him anymore. He hurt some people, I will never hide that part. Fear made him careless when it entered through his heart. He spoke too fast when distant when he should have stayed. They called it being guarded when he could not face the blame. He had a temper built from feeling overlooked, a habit of defending things nobody ever took. He thought admitting hurt with hands somebody control, so every softer feeling came out harder than he chose. But shame did not improve him, it just kept him underneath. Mercy gave him room to face the things he could not see. He needed down his judgment without hatred in the tone, a way to own the damage without learning to self-destruct. Hold him accountable, do not erase him, teach him a better way. Do not betray him, hold him accountable. Now I can name the harm without becoming all the harm. I can face the past and still defend the human heart. I know the difference between excuse and understanding. One avoids the work, the other helps you change it. The man I am did not appear without that kid. His hope survived the things his judgment never did. He kept believing love could be more honest than before, even when he had no proof of what he waited for. So I keep the open heart and change the way it chooses. Keep the nerve to care, but lose the need to prove it. I do not honor growth by hating where it started. I take that younger version and become his better. Answer, that boy was me before I learned the cost. He loved too hard and held too long. He made some wrong turns, trying not to feel alone. That boy was me. I will not shame him anymore. I kept his hope. I changed his ways. I gave his heart a wiser place. That boy was me. He did the best he knew. I became the man who finally understood him too. I do not have to become him again. I do not have to hate him either. Yeah. Say it while I'm here. No. We were raised to let the action speak. Show up when it mattered, never look too deep. We could trade a laugh, share weight, keep moving, then joke our way around the words that felt too true. At every loss, the praise came easy. He was solid, he was loyal, he was rare. Funny how the living hear the least of it, while every guarded feeling finally fills the air. I got tired of hearing warmth arrive too late. Tired of the good men leaving with their worth still unexplained. So I started saying what I used to hide. You mattered to me then, you still matter in my life. Say it while I'm here. Say it plain, say it clear. Don't let goodbye be the first time love appears. If I made you proud, let the living man hear. Don't say the best words for the end. Say it while I'm here. I told my brother I respect the way you changed. Told a no friend you held me up when I lost faith. Both of them laughed and looked away at first like honest words that somehow broken all the rules. Then one came back with some just as plain. You never knew how much you helped me do the same. We spent a lifetime proving we were tough, and found that being open took no strength away from us. There was no grand reaction, no dramatic turn, just two men hearing something they had earned. The words sat better once they had been shared. Nothing became weaker because somebody cared. Don't let the words they make you brave. Don't let goodbye do all the talking. Yeah. Now when the sentence rises in my chest, I do not store it for a more convenient day. No perfect language, no rehearsed design. Thank you, I am proud of you. You helped me stay alive. The ones beside me should not have to guess. Just because affection once felt harder to express. A quiet bond can still deserve a voice. Being understood should never come down to a choice. And when my day arrives, let no one close have questions about what the presence meant to me. Let the final words unsaid be something small. Not gratitude, not brotherhood, not love beneath it all. Say it while I'm here. Say it plain, say it clear. Don't let goodbye be the first time love appears. If I made you proud, let the living man hear. Don't say the best words for the end. Say it while I'm here. Thank you for the weight you took. I'm proud of who you are. Saying it won't make us smaller, just tells the whole story. While I'm here, while the words can still be heard, don't wait for loss to make the heart speak first. Say it now. Yeah. 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 I used to carry silence like it lived in my chest. Had a war in my spirit, but I still gave my best. I seen hope get tired, I seen good hearts fade. Had to walk through the hurt without turning to hate. There were days I felt gone, but I stayed on my feet. Had to find my own rhythm when the world missed the beat. I don't call it a curse, I don't call it a game. I was made in the pressure to the storm. Learn my name, I still rise when the night gets long. I still breathe when the faith feels gone. Yeah, when the storm learned my name, I learned how to stand with my heart full of scars and my truth in my hands. When the storm learned my name, it couldn't take my flame. I was born through the rain, but I won't die the same. Storm learned my name. Storm learned my name. But tried to break me down, but I walked through the pain. I don't need every soul to understand what I live. Some pain stays quiet, but it still knows what it did. I got love for the lost, for the ones still numb, for the hearts holding words that never could come. I don't flex on survival, I don't dress it as pride. I just speak for the truth that we bury inside. If my voice reaches one who was close to the flame, let them know they can rise when the storm says their name. Still rise when the night gets long. I still breathe when the faith feels gone. When the storm learned my name, I learned how to stand with my heart full of scars and my truth in my hand. When the storm learned my name, it couldn't take my flame. I was born through the rain, but I won't die the same. Storm learned my name. Storm learned my name. It tried to break me down, but I walked through the pain. No easy road, no perfect peace, just a soul that wouldn't leave. No empty rage, no wasted blame. I grew stronger when the storm learned my name. When the storm learned my name, I learned how to stand with my heart full of scars and my truth in my hand. When the storm learned my name, it couldn't take my flame. I was born through the rain, but I won't die the same. Storm learned my name. Storm learned my name. It tried to break me down, but I walked through the pain. They keep calling an old name. I do not turn around. What I had to be back then ain't who I am now. Yeah, they remember the temper, the pride, the defense. How I wore every slight like a permanent threat. They remember me quick with a word and a stare. Like respect had to enter and leave with some fear. But they do not know the work it took not to react, to stop feeding the version that lived in the past. Every habit feels loyal when it kept you alive. That does not mean it deserves the rest of your life. Some friends call it change like I lost my edge, because I stopped making promises out of regret. They mistook being calm or forgiving the brown. I just quit letting chaos decide how I sound. I am not ashamed of the man I have been. He carried what hurt when the help never came. I can thank him for everything he had to face without wearing his anger like proof I was real. That ain't me no more. Keep the story if you need it. I do not owe tomorrow to the way I used to meet. That ain't me no more. I got nothing left to prove. I can keep the heart I came with and still change the way I move. That ain't me no more. No more. No. That ain't me no more. No more. no more. Yeah, growth gets lonely when the people you knew only feel secure with the old version of you. They keep testing the boundary, baiting the nerve, trying to make you perform what they think you deserve. I let them be disappointed, let them say I changed. Changing was the point, I was tired of the same. No need to return every challenge they send. Not every invitation deserves who I have been. I still stand on my words to protect what I love. Still know when enough has already been said. I still say what I mean, I just do not make it bleed. I can walk with conviction and leave room to breathe. The old me was armor, I honor the use, but armor gets heavy when danger is through. I did not betray every place I came from. I stopped betraying who I could become. I kept the code, dropped the performance, kept the backbone, gave it a better purpose. That ain't me no more. Keep the story if you need it. I do not owe tomorrow to the way I used to be. That ain't me no more. I got nothing left to prove. I can't keep the heart I came with and still change the way I move. You can say I changed, that is exactly what I came for. If the old name fits your memory, you can keep it with yours. I will not fight to be understood by the ones who need me small. That ain't me no more. I grew past it. That is all. You knew who I had to be. That ain't me no more. That ain't me no more.
I got a phone nigga. I knew set of my remove for. And need is put your dead in shit dose. I used to answer every slight like it was war. Took every room farther than it had to go. Thought being calm meant giving up my place. So pride kept putting heat behind my face. I lost good sleep, the people I outgrew. Gave strangers too much power over what I knew. I learned a loud response can still be weak, and every win ain't worth the peace and steals. Now I choose the weight that fits my hands. Let the rest fall off without a second glance. I keep my code, I do not play control. A steady man can still protect his soul. I ain't ducking nothing, I just know what's mine. Some fights cost too much, even when you win. Peace looks good on me. I wore anger long enough. I don't need a waterproof. I was made of something tough. Peace looks good on me. Still alert, still standing tall. I ain't soft, I learned the difference between power and a wall. I know the cost of holding on too long, turning no defense into a daily job. I watch one wound become a way of life, till I can knock out my instinct from my pride. Now I let a fool reveal himself in time. I won't spend my future proving he was lying. I don't need the world to call me right. I need my people safe and rest at night. I can draw a line without a loaded tone. Walk away and leave the lesson where it belongs. Real control ain't freezing feelings out. It's knowing which one gets to move them out. I still remember every place I fell, but memory does not get to run me now. I kept the wisdom, dropped the need to strike, and found a calmer way to guard my life. Yeah, keep the edge, keep the code, turn the pain. No need to prove what peace already knows. I wore anger long enough. I don't need a waterproof. I was made of something tough. Peace looks good on me. Still alert, still standing tall. I ain't soft, I learned the difference between power and a wall. I paid for this calm with every truth I face. Now I move with less to prove and more worth keeping safe. Peace looks good on me. Peace looks good on me. Peace looks good on me. I did not lose my fire. I learned where it belongs. always looks good on me. Let them be wrong. Let them be wrong.
Yeah.
Let them be wrong.
A lot needs help. Hey, I used to chase each rumor with a reason. Try to clear my name before the lie completed. But the mouth that needs a story does not care about the proof. It only wants a shape that makes the prejudice feel true. I spent too much attention on a borrowed point of view, giving strangers power over things I always knew. Every explanation opened one more door for people who would never come to understand me before. So I quit defending every chapter they misread. A life lived right will say what anger never can. The ones who truly know me never needed a campaign. They saw the same character before and after praise. I cannot stop a person from deciding who I am. I can only make my choices strong enough to understand. My reputation does not need to win each passing room. It needs to match the truth when all the noise is through.
Let them be wrong.
Truth got time on its side. I don't have to chase a lie. Every time it takes a ride.
Let them be wrong.
I know who I answer to.
A name feel right, stay standing.
Yeah, when the noise is. I learned that clean conscience has a slower kind of strength. It never has to raise its voice or answer every claim. A rumor moves quickly because nothing holds it down. The truth moves with the weight that takes a little longer round. I know the urge to strike before the damage gets too far, to make a public answer and remind them who you are. But every angry reply can make the story feel alive and give a careless word another reason to survive. So I protect my peace without pretending I don't care. Some things can touch the heart and still not need a public war. I speak when there is purpose, not to satisfy my pride. There is power in deciding which disputes deserve your time. The people close to me can ask me anything they need. I will meet them with the truth, not with a polished little speech. But I will not perform my innocence for those who came to hear a scandal, not the answer that I know.
I do not owe every ear
An explanation.
I owe my life.
A clean foundation. There were times I let the misunderstanding stay and felt the old discomfort slowly loosen its embrace. Nothing fell apart because a stranger got me wrong. The truth remained the truth without me carrying it along. That freedom changed the way I hold my name. Less like something fragile, more like something I maintain. Not with arguments and anger, not with proving I belong, but through how I treat the people when nobody looks on. If I made a real mistake, I own it without disguise. I will never hide behind the fact that others sometimes lie. Being falsely judged does not excuse the harm I do. What clean name means correcting what is honestly untrue. But when I know my conduct matches everything I claim, I can let another person keep the story that they made. Time is better judgment than the loudest passing crowd, and character keeps speaking when the talk is settled down.
Let them be wrong.
Truth got time on its side. I don't have to chase a lie. Every time it takes a ride. Yeah.
Let them be wrong.
I know who I answer to.
I mean the right, stay standing.
When the noise is wrong, I don't need to win the room. I just need the way I live to make the falsehood lose. Yeah.
Let them be wrong.
Time will tell what words can't do. A lie may travel faster, but the truth arrives as truth. A lie needs help. Truth only needs time.
No pride, no pride.
I keep walking with God. Yeah,
I keep walking with you. Yeah.
I came up with pain, but I never so shame. Had a lot on my heart, still I carry my name. Seen love change fast, seen truth get thin. Had to learn who was real when the lights came dim. I don't chase every hand, I don't trust every smile. Some people walk with you just to study your trial, but I kept one promise through the loss and the flame. They could take what I own, not the weight of my name.
I was low, but I stayed true.
Hey,
Had no crown, but I came through. No price on my name.
chain on my soul. I came from the pain, but the pain don't control. No price on my name. Let the real one know. I may bend in the storm, but I never get sold. No price, no price. No price on my name. I keep walking with gold. I was young with a heart that learned not to trust. Had to turn on my wounds into something I could touch. Not money, not fame, not applause from the crowd. Just a voice with the truth that could still stand loud. I made peace with the scars, but that don't praise the hurt. I just turned every lesson in the fire that works. Now I move with the calm that they can't understand. I don't need to be loud just to prove I'm a man.
I was low, but I stayed true.
I
had no crown, but I came through.
No price on my name, no chain on my soul. I came from the pain, but the pain don't control. No price on my name. Let the real one know. I may bend in the storm, but I never get sold. No price, no price. No price on my name. I keep walking with gold. If I fall, let the truth remain. If I hurt, let it speak my name. If I go, let the young ones see. You can lose a lot and still stay free. No price on my name, no chain on my soul. I came from the pain, but the pain don't control. No price on my name. Let the real ones know. I may bend in the storm, but I never get sold. No price, no price. No price on my name. I keep walking with gold.
Yeah. They took some trust. They took some trust, they took some years. Yeah. They couldn't take. They told me pain was sharpened every sense, but never said it might erase your tenderness. I watched good hearts turn hard to stay alive. Start calling every kindness a disguise. I came close to living like that too, counting every favor, questioning the truth. Then I remembered who I was before the wait, a man who kept his word and gave without a stage. I knew a laugh did not reduce my pride. I knew compassion did not make me blind. Hard years taught me where to draw the line. They never earned the right to take what's kind. So I kept enough belief to recognize the ones who came with nothing to disguise. I learned to trust with open eyes, not fear, and let the worthy ones remain near. The good in me, still alive, still running deep. Hard years changed the way I move. Couldn't take the good in me, the good in me. Still got love for who stayed true. I came back with wiser eyes, but I never turned cruel. I do not have my scars to pen to write my name, or let disappointment teach me how to hate. I can see the game and still enjoy the day. Know a smile can be sincere and still be wise. I can hear a lie and still believe in truth. Lose a friend and not suspect the wrong. Being careful never meant becoming cold. I keep my circle honest, not control. The day ones know the difference in my tone. I give respect, but I protect my own. I do not need to harden every part to prove the world can never reach my heart. There is more power in remaining whole than letting every loss decide your soul. I took the lesson, left the poison there, and kept enough for me to still no care. They expected cold,
I chose clear.
they expected hate.
I stayed here. I stayed here.
I know forgiveness does not mean return, and love does not require another burn. I know a boundary can remain complete without becoming vengeance underneath. The strongest thing I kept was not my pride. It was the part that stayed alive inside, the part that still could laugh, forgive and grow, without forgetting everything it knows.
So when they ask what all those years became, I will not point to bitterness or blame. I came back sharper, but I came back free, with every honest part still left in me.
The good in me, still alive, still running deep.
Hard years changed the way I move. Couldn't take the good in me, the good in me.
Still got love
For who stayed true. I came back with wiser eyes, but I never turned cruel.
They took some trust, they took some years. They taught my heart
To choose with care, but after everything I had to see, they couldn't take the good in me.
I learned the game. I kept my heart.
Yeah.
That's a
More can keep on calling.
yeah.
I do not have to go.
Not every open door.
Leaves where I wanna live.
I used to think the goal was more than last. A higher mark before the first one landed. Every win got smaller by the next sunrise. I moved to finish just to keep the hunger alive. I said I loved the climb, and part of that was true. But I was scared of what enough might make me lose. If I stopped reaching, but I still respect the man beneath the pace and all the progress. I watched the best years turn to evidence that I had value only when I never rested. Then someone close asked, when do you arrive? I had no answer, that did not sound like another lie.
More can keep on calling.
I do not have to go. Not every open door leads where I wanna live.
I have known the Russian numbers moving up, and how the same success can stop feeling enough. The appetite gets clever, wears ambitious face, turns every gift into another thing to chase. So I changed the question from how high to what for. Who gets the best of me when I keep wanting more? Does what I build give something back to those I love, or take the very parts they trusted most? I still want progress, I still love the work, but I refuse to call exhaustion what I am worth. I let desire serve a life I recognize, not build a life that shines and leaves me dry.
I call it rich when my people can't breathe.
When I owe no part of my soul to the deal.
When I wake up clear
And I sleep with ease. When I can say enough
and still feel complete. I call it rich when the love stays true.
When the work means more than the praise ever could.
Let the numbers climb.
Let the image switch.
I know what lasts.
That is what I call
Rich.
Now I can want without becoming known, hold a dream and still know when to let it go. I do not fear a slower season like before, or treat each quiet moment like a closing door. Freedom has a simple kind of test. Can I refuse what pays but cost my rest? Can I remain present when the people that I love need more than what is left? When all the work is done, the richest part was never what I gained. It was the right to choose what I would not exchange. To no desire without obeying every need. To keep ambition working for the life beneath. I still believe in reaching past the known. I just refuse to lose myself to what I own. A person with no limit is not always free. Sometimes freedom sounds like, this is enough for me.
I call it rich when my people can't breathe.
When I owe no part of my soul to the deal.
When I wake up clear
When I sleep with ease. When I can say enough
and still feel complete. I call it rich when the love stays true.
When the work means more than the praise ever could.
Let the numbers climb.
Let the image switch.
I know what lasts.
That is what I call rich.
More is not freedom.
When more makes the rule.
Enough is not failure.
When enough was your choice.
I still want the future.
I still want to live.
I just know the difference.
That is what I call rich. What
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. I kept the reason ready every time you spoke. Made what I put you through sound lighter than it was. I knew the pressure that it shaped my worst, but knowing where it came from changed no part of yours. I said I never meant it like intent could mean. The nights you had to question what was real between us. I wanted credit for the guilt I felt while you were learning how to stand without my help. The hardest part was not admitting I was wrong. It was letting you move on without pulling you along. Remorse is not repaired because it hurts. It matters when the life behind the apology works. Nothing I can say can rewrite what you knew. The only honest answer is a different way to move. I stopped sending words to ease my own regret. Stop calling it closure when I wanted your response. An apology could turn into another kind of need when it has to hurt one to bring the speaker peace. So I told the whole account without a softer frame. No careful little word and meant to rescue how I looked. I corrected what I could and faced what I could not, without demanding that the effort earn your trust. Some damage has no doorway leading back. Some lessons only matter when you live them without praise. I quit asking time to argue on my side and let the years reveal what language could not prove. I won't ask you back to make my conscience clean. You don't owe me witness to the man I'm learning to be. I can carry what I learned without reaching where you are. I won't ask you back. That is how I stop the harm. That is how I stop the harm. That is how I stop the harm. If one day you forgive me, that belongs to you. If not, the work remains exactly what it was. No hidden deal beneath the better choices made. No private hope that effort buys another chance. I answer for the pattern when it starts. Choose a cleaner word before the damage leaves my mouth. I will not wear regret like evidence or make my shame another thing you have to hold. I cannot make your memory kinda now. I can make sure no one else receives that part of me. And if the life I build never reaches your view, it still has to be honest, it still has to be true. That is what responsibility became. No longer asking you to soften what I changed. You already paid enough for what I lack, so I will do the work, and I won't ask you. I won't ask you back to make my conscience clean. You don't owe me witness to the man I'm learning to be. I can carry what I learned without reaching where you are. I won't ask you back. That is how I stop the harm. No plea inside the progress, no bargain underneath. I finally learned an apology. Get it without relief. I won't ask you back. I will let your answer stand. The work is mine to finish. Your life stays in your hands. I am sorry. No request attached. I am sorry. No request attached. Yeah. Yeah. He never raised his voice to own the air. Never made us hurt the price of being near. When pressure bent him, he still chose his way. He never made the ones he loved repay. He knew when to answer, when to let it rest.
could draw a line and leave your pride intact. He never chased respect by naming all his pain. He earned it by returning as himself each day. I watched him lose and never poison what remained. Watched him on the fault without escaping in the shame. He taught me strength before I knew the word, by doing what was right when no one else observed. He never said much, but I heard it in the way he stood. Kept his word when times got hard. Did the right thing when it cost him most. He got hard. Did the right thing when it cost him most. He never chased the room, never needed to be seen. I learned more from how he lived than from anything he preached. He had his pride, and sometimes it spoke first. Some apologies arrived after the hurt, but when he saw the damage, he would face his part. No grand defense, no hiding in the heart of heart. As I got older, I could see the strength behind the calm. He worked so hard to maintain. He was not born with answers in his hands. He chose them little by little as a man. Now when I feel the old heat start to rise, I hear his patience moving through my mind. I never fall or never make mistakes. Just do not let one bad moment choose the man you stay. Think it's calm and he felt no fear. Now I know courage often keeps things clear. He never taught me hardness was the goal, or that a man must close himself to stay whole. When my own life asks what I stand for now, I do not quote his words, I live them out. I keep his care, his humor and his spine, and leave the parts that belong to another time. I do not honor him by wearing his exact skin or forcing my own story into everything he lived. I honor him by taking what was true and giving it a life he never got to view. He never said much, but I heard it in the way he stood. Kept his word when times got hard. Did the right thing when it cost him most. He never chased a room, never needed to be seen. I learned more from how he lived than from anything he preached. Now when the choice is mine, and the easy road looks good, I hear him without a sound, and I know what he would do. He never said much. He never had to.
Yeah. Carry the rain. I carry the rain. Still I carry the rain like it came with my blood. Had to grow from the dirt, but I never stayed mud. I had tears in my chest that I turned into drive. Had to lose a few dreams just to learn how to rise. I don't blame every shadow I don't want from the night. Some pain came to break me, some pain taught me fight. I was young with a storm, I was quiet with rage. Now I put all that truth on the better page. I don't need pity, I don't need lies. I just need my voice to survive. I carry the rain, but I'm still here standing. I carry the pain, but it never commanded me. If they ask how I made it, tell them I stayed. I carried the rain till it washed fear away. I carried the rain, still I rise, still I stay. I learned
trust is rare, so I guard what is real. Not every closed heart forgot how to feel. I seen good turn cold, I seen strong men bend. I seen people change fast when the hard times begin. But I kept one cold, never said what I am. Never trade my soul just to look like a man. All the weight that I held could've buried my name, but I turned it to rhythm and I carried the rain. I don't need pity, I don't need lies. I just need my voice to survive. I carry the rain, but I'm still here standing. I carry the pain, but it never commanded me. If they ask how I made it, tell them I stayed. I carry the rain till it wash feet away. Carry the rain, still I rise, still I stay. No perfect story, no clean escape, just a scarred up heart that refused to break. No loud confession, no golden chain, just a real soul walking through the last of the rain. Carry the rain, but I'm still here standing. I carry the pain, but it never commanded me. If they ask how I made it, tell them I stayed. I carry the rain till it wash feet away. Carry the rain, still I rise, still I stay. Yeah, but I can't reach your hand. I cannot make your choice. Okay, I took your side before I knew the truth. Made every warning sound like something they assumed. Said you were hurt, said people judge too fast. Why you kept using mercy to repeat the past. I covered choices you refused to own. Stayed on the line when everyone had gone. I called it loyalty, called it being real. But love cannot repair what you refuse to feel. Each time I called you, you forgot the fault. Each time I paid, you never felt the cost. I wanted change so badly on your behalf that I kept doing work you never even asked. The hardest truth was not that you were lost, it was seeing how I helped you stay that way. I kept protecting you from every consequence and wonder why tomorrow looked the same. I can reach your hand, I cannot make you take it. Yeah, I know the heart beneath the choices made. I know the good in you is not erased, but knowing who you are beneath the damage does not mean I have to help you hide the pattern. I cannot lie when somebody asks the truth, or turn against the ones who care for you. I will not make your chaos sound like freedom, or call yourself destruction, independence. I can sit beside you when the shame comes down. I can say your name when you forget your words. I can listen without making you a villain, but I cannot keep absorbing every hurt. You have to want the life you say you need. You have to make the choice when no one sees. No brother, friend, or love can take the step. That only means a thing when you select it. I can't bleed for two. I can't bleed for every choice you make. I can stand beside the truth, but I cannot carry all your weight. I won't love you any less. I just won't lose myself with you. I can't reach my head, but I can't bleed for two. Walking back did not mean I stopped caring. It meant I stopped confusing love with carrying. I left the door to honesty unlocked, but closed the one where every promise got forgot. You called it cold because I changed the rules. I called it in and what was killing both of us. The boundary hurt, but pain does not always harm. Sometimes the kindest answer is a steady no. I will not celebrate if you collapse or use your struggle just to prove I was correct. I hope you find the strength I saw in you before you learn to hide behind regret. And if you rise, I will respect the work. No debt to me, no speech about what I deserve. Your life is yours, the failure choose yourself again.
I can't bleed for two. I can't pay for every choice you make. I can stand beside the truth, but I cannot carry all your weight. I won't love you any less. I just won't lose myself with you. I can reach my hand, but I can't bleed for two. I can tell you what I see. I can stay when change is true. I can walk beside your steps. I cannot take them all for you. I still believe in who you are. Now you have to believe it too. I can love you with my whole heart, but I can't bleed for two.
Love can hold a hand.
It cannot make your choice.
Yeah. 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 I learned real young that goodbye does not knock. It takes a voice in the middle of a thought. 1 week we laughed, the next I spoke your name, like saying it softly could undo the change. I carried the anger, I carried the blame. Asked different questions that answer the same. And time showed me grief is not debt to repay. It is love with nowhere to go some days. So I gave it direction, I gave it some use. Put your best in my choices, your truth in my truth. When I feel myself leaning toward what you want, I still hear your humor, half gentle, half stern. I do not need to make you perfect in depth. You were real, you were flawed, you still gave your best. That makes every memory honest enough to hurt when it hurts and still carry love. I carry your names, I do not carry the ending. I carry your laughter, the lessons you left me. I will not let loss be the last thing we share. I keep you alive in the way that I care. Yeah, I carry your names, let them live in the beat. Every day that I choose what you wanted from me. I am not moving on like you meant nothing then. I am moving with you in the man that I They said that time would erase what it could. Time did not erase it. It showed me the good. It taught me remembrance can breathe without pain. And missing a brother is not living in chains. I can smile at the thought and still feel the cut. Still hear your advice when I'm doing too much. I can let life get better without feeling wrong. Love never asked me to suffer that long. I stopped making sorrow the proof we were close. Started giving you kindness where it mattered the most. Kept all the courage you gave without knowing. The way you stayed true when the easy part folded. If death had the last word, then love will be small. But love changed my choices, my language, my all. Every good thing I do with your name is another way lost. Never carried you away. Gone from my reach, never gone from my meaning. I do not live in the ending. I live what you gave me. I carry your name, I do not carry the ending. I carry your laughter, the lessons you left me. I will not let loss be the last thing we share. I keep you alive in the way that I care. I carry your names when the weight gets deep, and the promises honored, the people I keep. You were more than the moment that took you away. You were part of the reason I live how I live today. I carry your name, still with me, still giving. You are not only who I lost, you are part of how I live. Yeah. 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 I came up where a favor cast a shadow, where help came back with interest on the balance.
A hand could pull you clear, then years later claim your next move like the dead had never vanished. That never sat right if I chose to give. The choice was mine, no hook beneath the gift. Care turns crooked when it asks for ownership. A good deed loses meaning when it needs obedience. So when I stepped in, I made one thing plain: no future claim, no pressure dressed as grace. Take what you need and rise when you can. The hand was there to help, not own where you land.
No ledger in the kindness, no balance left to clear. What was given stays behind us. Nothing follows you from here.
Free of charge does not mean without judgment. I can see misuse and never turn it into leverage. I can stop showing up when trust gets handled wrong without rewriting every good thing that was done. I will not bring the past into an argument. Stack old assistance like a case against your character. If what I gave becomes a weapon in my hands, then I was buying influence, not helping as a friend. Give because you mean it, or be honest and decline. A clean refusal carries less harm than the hidden price. I would rather hear a no when I am in need than feel the cost arrive when I believe the act was free.
What I gave was free.
No claim behind the favor,
No debt inside the kindness,
no fine print for later.
what I gave was free.
Your future stays your own. It came from me to help you. It was never mine alone. And when somebody reaches through a difficult stretch, I will not make the lowest point define what happens next. They do not owe agreement, access, or applause, because I stood beside them when the pressure became hard. If the bond stays close, let it stay because it fits, not because one person fears what leaving might admit. Gratitude is welcome, obligation is not care. A person should feel lighter after knowing you were there. The purest kind of giving knows when to release. It does not leave a quiet claim beneath somebody's peace. I gave what I could give, the moment has its end. What happens after that belongs to you, my friend.
What I gave was free.
No claim behind the favor,
No debt inside the kindness,
no fine print for later.
what I gave was free.
Your future stayed your own. It came from me to help you. It was never mine alone. Let the bond stay by choice. Let the good remain clean. A favor ends when given.
No receipts between us. What I gave
Was free, was free, was free, was free, was free. That is why it meant something.
Yeah. Air turns. Yeah, yeah. Air turns heavy when I step in close. No need for speech, they already know. I came from hard floors and late writ days. Turned a rough little start to a full-grown wave. I don't shake for cameras, I don't grin for clout. I let one calm look make the doubt bow out. They can talk in circles, I move straight through. When the plan got teeth, you don't need to choose. Stand firm, breathe slow, eyes sharp, hands low. When the real gets near, even silence knows. Air turns heavy, whole place steady. I don't need to shout, my word speaks already. Air turns heavy, room ain't ready. One step in and the whole beat gets deadly. Air turns heavy. Air turns heavy.
When the real walks close, everybody move carefully. I learned from the struggle how to keep my face plain, how to read fake smiles before they switch lanes. No waste emotion, no weak display. I don't chase attention, I make it look my way. Every loss I carry got turned into form. Now my voice hits harder, but my heart stays warm. Still got street sense with a sharper view. Same old hunger with a cleaner move. Stand firm, breathe slow, eyes sharp, hands low. When the real gets near, even silence knows. Hair turns heavy, whole place steady. I don't need to shout, my word speaks already. Hair turns heavy, room ain't ready. One step in and the whole beat gets deadly. Hair turns heavy. Hair turns heavy. When the real walks close, everybody move carefully. No loud mass, no cheap raw, no empty flex at my front door. I bring the kind of force you can't rehearse. One calm verse and the air gets worse. Air turns heavy, whole place steady. I don't need to shout, my word speaks already. Air turns heavy, room ain't ready. One step in and the whole beat gets deadly. Air turns heavy. Air turns heavy. When the real walks close, everybody move carefully.
Yeah, I'm bringing hope back with me.
If I make it out, I won't come back proud. I come back with a voice for the ones still drowned. I know how it feels when your hope runs thin, when you smile for the world but you're breaking within. I seen good hearts bend, I seen young dreams stall. I seen pain talk loud when nobody would call. So I carry my truth like a flame in my mouth. If I find that way through, I'm bringing light back down.
I won't forget where the hurt came from. I won't leave what I once was running from. If I make it out, I'm bringing hope back with me. If I make it out, let the lost ones still see. You can rise from the weight, you can live through the doubt. I won't shine alone if I make it out. If I make it out, yeah. If I make it out, I'm bringing hope back with me. I'm bringing hope back with me. I don't need a big crown, I don't need loud praise. I just want one soul to survive one more day. Tell the kid with the anger he ain't born to break. Tell the heart gone cold, it can still be saved. Every scar has a rhythm, every tear has a road. Every life has a reason, even when it feels closed. I was made by the pressure, but I'm more than the pain. If I step through the fire, I remember your name. Forget where the hurt came from. I won't leave what I once was running from. If I make it out, I'm bringing hope back with me. If I make it out, let the lost ones still see. You can rise from the weight, you can live through the doubt. I won't shine alone if I make it out. If I make it out, if I make it out, I'm bringing hope back with me. I'm bringing hope back with me. Not for the fame, not for the gold, not for the ones who left me cold. I keep this vibe for those still down. If I get free, I turn back around. If I make it out, I'm bringing hope back with me. If I make it out, let the lost ones still see. You can rise from the weight, you can live through the doubt. I won't shine alone if I make it out. If I make it out, yeah. If I make